Please look right for traffic when exiting.
Good morning. It's a beautiful Tuesday, I think. Monday, Tuesday, something like that. And it's a beautiful overcast day with not too much sun. And it's a lot cooler and less muggy than it was the last few days. And that bright sun is taking a little rest behind the clouds. And we're just enjoying what feels like a maybe early kind of June day. So welcome to the live stream and thank you for joining us. And we are currently on a streetcar. This is the 504 King, and it's one of those kind of in-between streetcars between the 507, 508, and I think the 501 is going to pick up somewhere downtown. I don't know where. I haven't been there in a while, so I do know that the 504 goes east. Don't know how far though. Anyway. Just going to check how long this is going to actually be sitting here. Let's see. Seems to say 7 minutes. Hopefully we'll leave before 7 minutes. This is in Toronto. planet Earth? Where do you think? I don't know how much longer I'm gonna have to wait. Let's see. It was 3 minutes. I think the operator just slammed the door and we're going to be departing in just a minute, hopefully. I think that's the only really annoying thing about the streetcar is having to wait at the loop here. And also the fact that it's not direct from one end of the line to the other like it used to be in the olden days. Like you could travel all the way from Long Branch Loop to the Humber Loop, to the Neville Park. That would be really easy. No, this is not the United States. So, I don't know why you're writing that. Okay. This is not United States. Guys, if you're watching, go and read my bio so you can see where this channel is from. Look at some of the videos and see. People are so clueless on here. And the training streetcar is just leaving. A lot of us still preferred the buses, and now we're finally leaving. I know I miss the bus. Although I've gotten used to the streetcar, I still prefer the bus, and I know that a lot of the wave of the future and everything with transit is like the Ontario line is going to be, similar to something like this, and I don't like it. I like buses. I mean, when you grow up on buses your whole life and you prefer them, I mean, it's just my preferred mode of transportation. If any accident happens on the road, these streetcars all will back up. Like, there's going to be 6 or 7 of them. Like, I can't tell you countless times on King Street where the streetcars have all, backed up all along King, maybe down into like Distillery District or the Entertainment District, and then they have to deploy the buses because the buses, they're going to get around all that. And I'm not saying that I'm agreeing with the thing that's happening on Spadina, but that's going to be a bit of a hard thing for drivers down there. Maybe they're just going to want to walk instead of taking Spadina, because all of that right now is just the 510 buses. And at one point, remember guys, it did used to be the Spadina bus. I mean, you can even see the old song on YouTube. There was a famous song called the Spadina bus, actually, by the Shuffle Demons, if I'm not mistaken. Came out in like, what, mid 85, 86 approximately. I remember it very well. Like, it's always on the radio. And you can actually see
Next stop, South Kingsway.
you can see like was it on a GM New Look or Good Look or something, or one of those fishbowl buses. Anyway, one of those old amazing GM buses, and you can see that right actually on my profile. You can see an old bus from maybe 1966, 67, right at Old Mill Station actually, on my bio. Like my, what do you call that picture? The picture that displays across the top. You can see that.
Next stop, Windermere Avenue.
I have a feeling that the 77 Swansea is going to be running a little bit more frequent, which I'm hoping, because I think it is the word interline, or it turns into, I think it's interline. I think I've seen some of the fanners write that, so I'm sort of learning some of your lingo. I think it interlines into a 71 Runnymede, because now that bus is part of Mount Dennis and not Queensway. The 77 Swansea, that is. The 71, I think it always was part of Mount Dennis, although I have no idea for sure. If you happen to be watching and you want to share with us, to let me know, or let our viewing audience know, that would be great. But it seemed to say 2 minutes that it's going to be arriving, but I don't see one yet, and I'm hoping that the next bus won't be too long of a wait. I still remember taking this route so many more times, especially when the 501 used to travel all the way along here. Unforgettable memories of that 501 traveling along here. Because now, if the streetcar is not operational, it basically turns on Park 1 and then it goes along the Queensway. It doesn't go all the way along Lakeshore like it used to, which is kind of sad because it's missing a certain portion of that area that residents and people that live in that area want to visit and go by the lake. They have to walk a long way. So that's just the way that it is. What can we do, right? DC sucks sometimes. You can see the CN Tower in the distance here. I'm going to try and zoom in a bit. Still looking gorgeous even on the overcast day. And that's a 1970s structure. I believe it opened up in 1976 or 77, approximately. Yeah, around that time. And it did used to be one of the world's tallest freestanding structures. I think that's now been surpassed, if that's the word, in Dubai, I think, in the United Arab Emirates. So hopefully this bus will be arriving soon. And there's a bit of gentle rain happening at the moment. Very, very light at the moment right now, so that's good. It's not too rainy. Certainly don't really need an umbrella at the moment. Just capturing some sparkles here for these water droplets on this tree. And we will see this bus momentarily, I'm hoping. So the 80 Queensway will pass this way going west, as well as the 77 Swansea. Oh, hi, Sinjab. So I can see the 80 Queensway, which I could take, but that's not the area where I'm planning to go. It seems that my other bus is taking a little bit of time. That could be due to the rain, maybe, but I'm not entirely sure. So I'm going to be courteous so that the driver doesn't stop, unless, of course, he or she is dropping somebody off. Can't tell you all the times when you go by a stop, if someone stands there and the driver just, like, you know, is trying to let them on, and they're like, oh no, I'm not getting on. Well, just, like, you know, let the operator know that ahead of time. It's like kind of, you know, courteous. A lot of people don't do that. But we'll get a good shot of it, of course. So he might be stopping, actually. You can see it's 8118. Here's the 77. Wow, that was really fast. I would have got the front of it, but came faster than I thought. Hi, how are you today?
Good, how are you?
Good, thanks. Yeah, so this is the 7207, guys. Pretty amazing. Where will we sit? Maybe here? like literally my first time catching the bus from this point here. Very exciting, actually. I was dropped off here on a sunny day, but the experience and feeling is entirely different when the skies are
Next stop,
overcast.
South Kingsway.
As you guys know, it's my favorite weather, and we will see the bus and the lighting. So couldn't be more happier than seeing the bus on this slightly cooler day, and it kind of caught me off surprise too. Like I was not expecting the bus that quickly. You know, maybe I'll actually sit up in the back. You guys can get a slightly better view from here. This might be a good spot here. One of the unique features of this bus is you'll see some charging ports here. A lot of people like to use those, especially in these more modern buses where people can actually take the time to charge their phone. I imagine this is super great for people who are going to school or college, and you want to go ahead and charge your phone through this USB. One thing though is it's a bit warm in here, and the driver does not have air conditioning on. So I might go ahead and pop this window open. The sound is incredible.
Next stop, Ripley Avenue.
The only thing I don't like about it is that screechy air brake sound. That's so not my thing. I hear a little bit of that on the Novas. The least of it I hear on... Yeah, the reception kind of cut me out. Sorry about that. We'll try with this window here.
Next stop, Ripley Avenue.
No, we're not in the UK. This is Canada. And we're driving on the XDE40. This is a new flyer, and these buses have been kind of in service since approximately mid-2023 here on the TTC.
Next stop, 60 South 4th Street.
Maybe May of 2023, although I didn't take my first ride until late July, early August on the 161 Rogers Road. That was my first ride on one of these gorgeous new modern buses. It's funny because the bus is actually quiet but very noisy at the same time.
Next stop, Windermere Place.
And this little area here where we're passing by called Southport in Swansea, it actually used to be a Shoppers Drug Mart and a Value Mart, and it closed down, I'm thinking maybe around 2004, possibly. Okay, your comment is done, and I'm going to delete it. Anyway, yeah, as I was saying, this area here has views of Hyde Park. You can see the lake. Also, what else was I saying? Yeah, this used to be the home of the Shoppers Drug Mart, which is now at 125 the Queensway, and the Value Mart also has been relocated actually, I think they closed it down. It was in the, what's it called? Berry Road and Stephen Drive. There used to be a Value Mart there as well years ago, but this one closed down, and then I think one of the remaining Value Marts, which is now an independent, you can find at Lakeshore Boulevard West, and it's either Burlington or Superior, I think. But this bus is definitely a fan fave. I know a lot of people who are watching the channel really like this bus, so this is for you guys to enjoy. And it's really quiet, so let's just hear the sound of the bus for now.
Next stop, Windermere Avenue.
Stream is not as clear and good as it was earlier because it keeps reconnecting. It seems that I'm in a part of Toronto here that has crappy reception. I'm not really sure why, because I'm using Rogers LTE, so it should be good. I don't know why it's getting cut out constantly.
Next stop, 89 Windermere Avenue. Next stop, Cohill Drive. Next stop, St. Olave's Road. Next stop, Morningside Avenue.
This is such a gigantic bus to be
Next stop, Lavinia Avenue.
traveling through here. And we can see the upcoming 77 Swansea bus coming in the distance.
Next stop, Runnymede Road.
Light has gone dim on the left and now it's back on.
Next stop, DeForest Road. Next stop, Bloor Street West, Runnymede Subway Station.
And our bus has just reached to Bloor Street West and Runnymede Road, and we'll be getting off the bus in just a moment. I believe this bus is turning into the 71, so I'm just going to watch it on the sign. I don't know if it does it right here or if it goes right into the station, but we'll find out in a moment. Yep, it's now turned officially into a 71. There you go. Very cool. I like this temporary thing going on. I know that's happening during the construction or whatever renovations at Jane Station. The TTC made it very smooth and they worked it out really nicely. Which means I think that the 77 and 71 now run more frequently. Oh, there's that sound. Not my favorite. So loud. I think the air brake on the Nova is almost as loud, but just not as loud. And then like I mentioned earlier on the Orions, the air brake is not nearly as screeching loud as that. So welcome to the Bloor West Village here. And we've been live here before. been a few days. A few very, very warm weather days before. So today is a gift of cooler weather for all of us. And for those of you who missed the hot weather, go ahead and find yourself a sauna, and feel free to visit that at your local spa maybe, or, you know, you can go to a recreation center and check it out there. Actually, Parks and Recreation, specifically in Toronto, has so many spas within the public swimming pools. If you're brave to go there, or if you have your own home sauna, of course, you miss the summer sun and the heat, you can certainly utilize that. Oh, thank you for subscribing. And here's my flowers. These are Patrice sunflowers. Yep, I found my flowers, guys. Echinacea purpura. Echinacea. Unless it's coneflower. It might be coneflower. Sometimes I get the Echinacea purpuras. A little confused with the coneflowers, but maybe they're essentially the same.
So anyways, do you have those emails?
And here we have some basil plants for your homemade pesto and your delicious pastas. You can certainly do that. Or how about a lovely tomato salad with cucumbers? There's wonderful basil here. Well, I think I'm gonna go get a coffee since I haven't had one yet. Not sure if I'm gonna get an iced coffee or a hot one. Probably a hot coffee because it's a little bit, thankfully, on the cooler side today, which is fantastic. I think I read the temperature was going to be under 20 degrees Celsius, so that's great. And the rain is very light. It's not a heavy rain at all. It's barely there, really. Light rain. Gentle rain, actually. It's 12:37 p.m. Always gotta watch out when you're crossing, guys. Make eye contact with the driver. Show them your phone. Always make eye contact with the driver. Turn your head around and look. Look out for yourself. There's very many distracted drivers.
But still, it's
Oh, here's some music, guys. So I'm gonna put it on mute for a second. It's actually a really good song too. I'll tell you guys outside. I'm still here, just waiting, guys. Sorry about that. There was a lot of music inside there and I had to mute it. There was some good songs. I don't even know if I can say them out loud. One song was from the 80s and one was from the 70s, so maybe we'll just leave it at that. Just got my iced coffee and let's have a taste.
Yeah, so I was thinking, should I go and get all
More music, 1 second. Guys, I can actually hear a screeching blue jay. This is rare. There's a screeching blue jay in that tree there. I want to cross over and see if I can capture it. I see mostly pigeons, but I do hear one screeching sounding blue jay. Can you guys hear that? Wow. Amazing. Hope it's okay. Usually you don't hear a screeching blue jay birds this much in the city. You would hear them sort of, you know, like if you went to Centennial Park, or he could be here. He or she could be a High Park bird. I'm just wondering if it's okay because they're screeching a lot. I really love blue jays. I mean, I'm not a huge fan of the team. I prefer more the Oakland A's. I'm not a big Blue Jays fan. Sorry, guys. I hope they're not playing today. Nor Maple Leafs either. Yeah, let's look out for that screeching blue jay. Hey, buddy, is everything okay? Are you all right? Everybody can hear you on YouTube here, and we're wondering if you're okay. She's screeching from the top of this tree. I can't see it. Take off my sunglasses, maybe. Look again. Nope. Poor little bird. Something may be troubling it. Where in the world is this? Yeah, this is Toronto, Canada. That's where it is in the world. Exactly, Toronto. See? You can see this here. Toronto. Yeah, the blue jay seems to have, or could be a gray jay. I just don't see them ever or hear them ever in this neighborhood, ever. It's like the first time. So I don't know what it's telling us. It could be mentioning that the rain is going to pick up. Bird, if you have something to say, let us know, okay? It's very important. The birds have a lot of things to tell us.
Of course. Like you're telling me order not right?
Yeah, I mean, there are certain seeds that blue jays like, I'm sure. Maybe sunflower seeds, millet. I don't even know if they have a section for bird seeds. I mean, I'm pretty sure it has plenty of food, but you never know. These are people foods here, pistachios. It's not really the food you want to give a bird. I wonder if they carry any bird food here. Pet food. Well, just for fun's sake, let's look here. This is mostly for cats and dogs. Or if you're a fancy cat, you get Fancy Feast. Oh, there's music in here. I'm going to put it on mute.